Asking for help to identify a driver accused of hitting an EMS vehicle in West Elizabeth. Video shows a car drive past the SUV. Moments later, the car reverses and then slams right into it. The driver took off, and police say that a second video shows the driver getting out at a different location. If you recognize that person, call the Elizabeth Township Police Department. Drone 11 over Torrance State Hospital in Westmoreland County. Right now, local lawmakers are raising concerns after the release of former juvenile sex offenders into the community. And lawmakers are calling for stricter oversight. Channel 11's Addison Albert spent the day digging into this, and she joined us in Westmoreland County.
State Representative Eric Nelson told me here that he's raising the alarm about a program that puts, in his words, some of the most dangerous sex offenders back into the Westmoreland County community anonymously.
These youth offenders, they may openly state, "I will rape again." If the judge releases them, they're out in the community.
Representative Eric Nelson learned Torrance State Hospital, a mental health facility in Derry Township, is releasing youth sex offenders into the local area by a judge's order.
Torrance isn't releasing these individuals. Judges are releasing them, and then they enter this level 5, whether Torrance recommends it or not.
According to Representative Nelson, these people go from a very controlled environment at Torrance to only 6 in-person visits a month for a year and a government-issued cell phone with Life 360 monitoring. After that, Nelson says they're released with no oversight. He says there's also a concerning gap in the law.
Any youth violent sex offender before 2012 does not show up on Megan's Law.
That means any offender now released as an adult would not appear on the Megan's Law list. According to Torrance, 15 men have been released in the last 14 to 15 years. But Nelson says 14 men are set to be released within the next year. Nelson is now proposing legislation to make sure all individuals released are named. And along with the hospital and other officials, they're working to lengthen the oversight.
We are really pushing and working with Torrance to create a structured step down. So you go from a lot of control to a limited amount of freedom to a greater amount of freedom, just to prevent somebody from becoming uncontrolled.
The Department of Human Services, which oversees the hospital, says they notify local law enforcement when a person is released. But because of the gap in Megan's Law before 2012, any additional notifications to members of the community beyond what is statutorily required would violate HIPAA privacy protections. The statement goes on to say that there are 61 people in the youth sex offender treatment program at Torrance. It is unclear how many have reoffended after their release. Reporting in Greensburg, I'm Addison Albert, Channel 11 News.